Hi, I'm Joy Apple, the Director of Success at Orchestry. What if you could reduce your M365 clutter in a matter of weeks, maybe even days, while jump-starting your Copilot readiness initiatives? The truth of the matter is, rot in Microsoft 365, the redundant, obsolete, and the trivial, that is continuing to drive our storage costs up. It's the same thing that is negatively impacting our governance, our Copilot readiness. Today, I'm going to show you how workspace reviews can turn governance into simple workspace owner check-ins that will pay off immediately.
Microsoft's own guidance for Copilot readiness is to strengthen your information protection, embrace lifecycle management to clean the rot out of your tenant, and basically strengthen your overall governance approach to SharePoint, Teams, and OneDrive. With workspace reviews, you can put together some simple policies that are powerful and can reach out to the owners of workspaces in the flow of work and ask them to make some decisions to keep the governance, the security, even the Copilot visibility in line with where it needs to be at that point in time. As you can see on my screen, I've got some actions that I can put together inside of a workspace review for the owners of workspaces, such as allowing them to recommend an early archival. If the team or the site is no longer in use, we can go ahead and implement an early archival and get that content out of the way. Speaking of Copilot visibility, I can implement restricted search on sensitive workspaces. I ask my owners, is it okay for Copilot to be here? If we know some work needs to be done to fix the overall security posture or clean up content on that workspace, I can click a button as a workspace owner and say this needs to be restricted from Copilot for now while I go address these issues. As an admin, I love that I can ask my workspace owners to validate the sensitivity labels on workspaces. I could enforce. I could ask the reviewer to choose the appropriate sensitivity label for their particular workspace. Storage costs are a hot topic, have been for a while now. One of the things that we can do with Orchestry's workspace reviews is do a one-time purge to clean up old versions and free up storage space rather quickly. We can even set a new maximum going forward. And we have options using SharePoint's own out-of-the-box version options to say going forward, we're not going to keep 500 versions of every file. Right? We can do a time limit or maybe keep a maximum number of major versions. Notice in these workspace review policies, they're going to be flexible. They're going to allow admins to meet the workspace owners where they are. So if some steps should be skippable, that is an option inside of our workspace reviews. I'll also call out membership review. This is going to allow the owners of a workspace to come in, make sure we've got the correct number of owners that's been set according to the admins. We're going to ask them to review not just owners, members, but also guests. Make sure we've got the right people in the right place. Last but definitely not least, some of my favorite features for a workspace review, the ability to remove sharing links from workspaces. Our admins are going to select the items they want to suggest owners of workspaces delete. Again, these are optional. I especially like the capability to delete all of the sharing links in a particular workspace that were created by a user that's no longer present at the organization. Notice that these workspace reviews can be scheduled to run on a particular basis. 90 days, once a year, you could even create a custom cadence for certain policies, and you can decide who this should go to. Should this particular policy go to the workspace owners or specific users, such as project managers, if this is a policy for our project teams? What happens if we hit a workspace that has no owners? We can help you there. We can have this set to either go to most active workspace members, ask them to promote themselves to owners, or if that's not appropriate, could go to specific users, maybe back to the Orchestry admins or the help desk to do some investigation and to reach out to the appropriate people to fix the ownerless workspace situation.
As you can see, workspace reviews are automated governance continuity for your active workspaces. Ownerless teams and sites, we can help you resolve that. Do you have sensitive workspaces that need to be hidden from Copilot while you fix them? Got you covered there. Are you ready to right size your version history in SharePoint for immediate storage reduction? We can do that. If you want to learn more about how to use workspace reviews in your tenant, give us a call. We're happy to sit down and walk you through step by step.